Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maryland Darling Show. We have a mail time vlog. How exciting is this? So I ordered some paper from JNB. That's John Neal Books. Okay. Hi, Shay Shay girl. How are you doing today? We are opening some JNB Copperplate graph pad. Does it have any sensitive information? No, it doesn't. Okay. If you guys are not aware, you see that little bit right there along the edge? If you cut this out, you can use the front side as correction tape. Just something to think about. Alright, here we go. We have the, oops, does it even say that? Yes, it does still say. This is the John Neal Books, or JNB Copperplate graph pad from johnnealbooks.com. Oh, this is a little bit different than mine. Rather than the old one. Where is my pad? I knew it right away because the color's a little bit different. It's a little bit lighter, and it doesn't say JNB on it anymore. It doesn't have the phone number or the info. But this is also the lines are in a different place. Oh dear. Actually, this is probably better. I think they took into consideration of the spacing on the left-hand side. Oh no, I understand now. So this is like cropped over a little bit. Oh, that's what happened. So they actually, the one that I have, they cut off a little bit. And so you can't like get all the way to the edge. Oh, that's very interesting. Are they all like this? Yes, they're all like that. Oh, that's nice. They fixed it. Well, that's cool. The lines are a little bit lighter and they're a slightly different tint. According to me. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at. Sorry. So if we look in, you can see that the lines are a little bit different, a little bit lighter in color. Doesn't say JNB anymore. It says approximately 50 sheets. johnnealbooks.com, paperinkarts.com. Wow. Well, thank you to Paper Ink Arts. I think that's I can't think of her name. Oh gosh. Can't think of her name right now. On the tip of my tongue. Who is in charge of Paper Ink Arts? I don't know. crack. Oh god, I don't know who's in charge of papering cards anymore. Facebook? Instagram. I see pictures of Paul. Oh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, she's the... anyway, it's not Kestrel. I don't think Kestrel. No. Pastor Penman. I can't remember her name. Okay, whatever. My brain just tarted out, totally tarted out. I do apologize. So it's just working. That's good. Okay, well let's try out this new pad. What do you say? So my students who are in my calligraphy course, I am going to be sending out a couple of different graph pads. I'm going to send out to you one of these Beifeng graph pads, which is like 90 to 85 degrees. I'm going to send you out a 52. I'm going to send you out one of these JNB Copperplate graph pads. And then I will send you out some other things. But I just wanted to give you an idea of different types of guidelines that there are. Let's try out this new graph pad. Hope it's good. Because if it's not, I'm gonna be cross. Alright, we'll use this, whatever this is. Royal Ruby Flush. I'm gonna do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. They still have the same spacing. Hang around. GH. J. Oops, I did it wrong. I lost my baseline. J, K. So if you're a student of calligraphy, I highly recommend these for trying and doing practice with. These are most excellent. Okay. And we know that here is our baseline, so we can go up. Let's see, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, So these are divided up into 4 bits. Yep. Okay, cool. Who doth write me out message while I'm being busy? Just kidding. Okay. T U U V W X yellow zebra. Cool. Cool, man. Cool. Then you can do your miniature alphabets. B C D E F G H N 2 3 4 I J K L M N O P Q R S T mu V W X Y Z cross tittle. Alright, good way to practice calligraphy. You can also use these as baselines, which sometimes I do, but it takes a very large letter. I do not recommend practicing this big unless you're like going to be a sign doer or something. Which I do not teach, so don't ask. Say itch bay. Age. Maybe unless you're doing a brush letter calligraphy. H Y J. Okay. M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Hello, bloody 6'2". How are you doing today? Which one? I've used a couple. This is a Pilot Petite 3. It's not made anymore, but if you find the right seller, you can find them on eBay. I mean, it's not the best pen. The Pilot, I'm sorry, it has the same nib as almost the same nib as the Pentel Touch Sign brush pen. It's a sponge tip. The only reason that I bought this was because I thought it was going to be a brush tip, a filamented brush tip, a small filamented brush tip. This is a filamented brush tip. You can see, oops, I don't know if you can see, but there's filaments. Can you see each of the little filaments coming out there? So this has little tiny brushes, and they all come together to make a brush. It's a brush pen. What I like to call a brush pen. And then there are the sponge brush pens. This is basically just a giant sponge. Let's see. So if anybody knows of a very tiny brush pen that's an actual brush pen, let me know, because I'm interested. I have this brush pen. This is another brush pen that I got This has the body of a Jinhao 992, except with a filamented brush pen, but the brushes on this one are not great for doing writing. They're mostly good for doing like highlighting things or I don't know, really big calligraphy. What pen would you recommend for Copperplate? So, if you're learning pure Copperplate, they come, oops, how was it? So this is a dip pen. This is a speedball. And on the end here we have a zebra G nib inside of an oblique nib holder. This is what we recommend for doing pure Copperplate. If you're doing the bastardized version of Copperplate, which I like to call Maryland calligraphy because it's half-assed, then the Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex nib is also really good for doing flex calligraphy. This is a Noodler's Conrad. It's a piston. I really like the pistons. In case you get a difficult ink, you just have to twist the little knob. You see the ink piston, and you can just push out a little dollop of ink if you need some. So these are really good for doing Copperplate. Just don't tell Paul. Paul, if you're watching, don't look. He would shit the bed if he found out. So, yes. The Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex nib is a really nice nib for doing Copperplate. It's also a nice nib for doing Spencerian. And you can even do some cursive with it. Alexa, stop. I'm clearly not good at doing cursive. But these lines are really good for helping you practice if you're doing small Copperplate. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, for some reason I like working in the middle because I know that that's the absolute baseline. So I always like to work four boxes tall. That way when I do a descender stroke, I know that that's the absolute bottomest bottom that there is. What nibs and pens do you use for learning Copperplate? Fountain pens are a little icky sometimes. You get ink on your fingers, but that's fine. It washes off eventually. Unless it's like Bay State Blue. Oh, don't spill yourself with Bay State Blue. It'll give you the blues for a long time. And I do ink reviews on my channel every day of different inks to see if they bleed through. Let's take a look. Ooh, this one's pretty bleedy. But it's just for practice. so you're not really going to be using the back side of the paper anyway. But sometimes if you want to, you can get away with it. Oops. But if you're looking for guidelines, the best place I can find is this website right here. It's language.com/guide sheet. You can print off any slant of guideline you want. You can even do it with baselines in, but I prefer not to use the baselines because I put mine on a clipboard. Where's my clipboard? Can I have some? No cooperation. Okay, there we go. I prefer the 52 for doing Copperplate. Sorry, the 55 for doing Copperplate. And then I use CVS caliber filler paper, and you can just barely see the lines underneath, which is my favorite type. Wow, what do y'all think about that? Eh? You can even use a pencil. You can use, let's see, let's try a brush pen. Let's try this Stabilo brush pen. Well, it's going to be a big one, so. That's not too bad. Stabilo works nice. How about Archer and Olive? Coleograph. My coleograph is dying. That's not bad. Let's see, let's try ballpoint. Not too bad. It's a little jaggedy. It's a little jaggedy if you're trying to use a ballpoint. Let's try this roller ball. It's just a little draggy. It's got little bumps in it. It's not perfectly smooth. You won't be able to see it, but if you try and use a ballpoint, you'll be able to feel it then. This is a Noodler's Flex Nib, regular Flex Nib. Let's see. It's very thin. Let's see. I wouldn't recommend doing Spencerian with this, because Spencerian's a little more leany than this is, so also it would probably take up too much space. Yeah, no, this is definitely Copperplate paper. Don't recommend doing Copperplate on it. It's not slanty enough. So Any other questions, comments, concerns? I'd be ever so grateful to share my opinions with you. The best, however, pen that I have yet to encounter is this. It's same Noodler's Conrad, but I have a gold, 14 karat gold semi-flex nib from fpnibs.com. They do come in a full flex if you get the FB nib. The problem with the FB nib is it doesn't fit in a normal Yovo size pen. It only fits in the Noodler's Conrad or the Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex nib pens. So that's something to think about. And they're very expensive. They're like $285, $300 for just the nib alone. So, but as you see here, the lines are very fine. You can get it extra fine or extra fine. This is the extra fine. And you can't even see the lines with a camera, but I can. So the finer and the smoother, the better. It might seem a little scratchy at first, but like the once you keep writing a little bit, your lines will be very extra fine. Can't even see what I wrote there because it's so fine. Let me see if I can show you. You can definitely see that there are lines there. That's what they call an extra fine line. Oh, I did have a little tiny bit of skipping in there. But it's very, very extra fine. Most excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out the discount links for Atlas Stationer's Pen Boutique. Join our Discord. Check out the paper reviews chat page. Check out the calligraphy classes. And check out my new website. And I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Okay, everybody. Have a great day.